Right now it's about 11:30 on Monday night, and I'm still having fits with my lighting. Right now I have all the overhead fluorescents turned off, except for the ones in the showroom and the ones in the back area. And I also have the halogens on to my left. For some reason, the picture will change from a nice clear image. As I watch, it'll get yellow and yellow and yellow, and it'll look like I said, like a tungsten film or tungsten flash, however that is, with a regular film photography. Now to reset this here, I'm going to move the camera down, hopefully without too much jiggling, and zoom in here on the router. Reposition a little bit. Now, it's going to be a little bit hard to see, but you can see there's a metal rod here, and there's a knob that tightens it down, and right above that there's a gauge. Right now I have this set at a 1 1/16. And the reason why I cut the mortise deeper than the tenon is you got to leave a place for glue to go. You're going cheek to cheek on those tenons into the mortise, and you want a fairly tight fit, but it's going to push that glue through. And then if you have it the mortise depth exactly the same as the tenon depth, it's going to act like a hydraulic cylinder. Once that glue bottoms out and the tenon starts to push on it, it's going to shove back and push the tenon back out. Then it won't seat properly against the leg. So I cut it an extra 1/16 deep. Now what I'm going to do is just take this router and lower it down till it hits the stock. Then I can loosen this, and I'm going to readjust the camera again. There, now you see the peg is down, that rod is clear down on this stop. Swing around here. Now you still can't see the gauge real good, but when it's clear sitting down on here, and I'll back the camera out just a little bit so you can see about the whole deal. When the stop's down here, that's 0. So I lock this onto the rod, and then I'll raise this up to the 1/4 inch mark. Might go a little deeper actually. Let's go 3/8. If you get too small of a piece, then it gets hard to handle. Okay, now what I'm going to have to do is tear this sandpaper in half again. And I'm going to back the camera to wide angle and slide it back. Remove the router. Now let's see. What I'm going to have to do, this is set to the farthest side. What I'm going to have to do is lock this in, open this side up, put 1 piece of sandpaper in there because I was using 2 the last time. Bump that up against, tighten it down, pull it out, and that should center me back up because I was holding to this side. Well, actually, the router travels along here. So I jigged this over 2 thicknesses of sandpaper, then I moved it over, pulled this out, moved it over for the last pass. So technically, if I am thinking right, if I move this over just 1 thickness, that should center me back up. And I will slide the camera back around. I'll do 1 shot of this, and then I won't show the rest of it because it's just repetitive. Same thing for the 8 times, or 7 more times. Make sure I got my stops locked in. And this I can do all in one pass. There it is. I'll zoom in on it here a little. You can see it's not real deep, 3/8.